Hello and welcome to Gen Ed. This is your general education about social studies, history, literature, philosophy, paganism, and tarot reading, and other, even psychology. This topic today, we will talk about Hungry Ghost Festival. On the topic related to social studies and the literature. The contents are the significance of the studies, research question, gaps and limitation, relate, related literature, discussion, and the conclusion. Significance of the studies to know the Hungry Ghost Festival on how it is celebrated and the lore on it. The research question: tell us about the Hungry Ghost Festival. Tell us some experience on the personal level, and the social level. Personal level, to define it, is on my primary source experience. In social level, how I see it. Does it still practice on this era? Do I see the celebration on our city of Zamboanga City, Philippines? Now, the gaps and limitation, this focus on the Chinese tradition of Hungry Ghost Festival, because there are so many other traditions that like so the Cambodian, Japanese, Laos, Vietnamese, Thailand. There's so many types of lore and how it's celebrated. Uh, I will focus it on the Chinese overview. This is an overview discussion, so mostly this will be cover just the surface on the China on on the Hungry Ghost Festival on the surface only, and then on my personal experience about it. Hungry Ghost Festival is celebrated 15th day of the 7th lunar month. Sometimes they said on July or August. It is a tradition where people worship their ancestors. Burning of incense, joss paper, food offer, and some they do both lanterns. Now the burning of incense, that's always we prepare it. Joss paper, then food. Both lanterns are said to be the guides of the souls to their destination. Food offering is for them to eat foods. Mostly the food offering, and joss paper is said to be that once you burn joss paper, you give them money. Those are the beliefs. Now, it's practiced in the Philippines, like in our place, in our country, I said. PRC, that's China, and Republic of China, that's Taiwan. It's also celebrated in Singapore, Malaysia, Cambodia, Sri Lanka, Vietnam, Japan, and Thailand. There are said to be some bad omens, especially on the month of the Hungry Ghost Festival. It said, do not stay out late at night. Do not curse or self-cursing. Uh, there are why they said do not stay out late at night. They said because the ghosts are roaming around at this time, this type of nights, especially on Hungry Ghost Festival, and then they don't want a bad luck, a bad omen might come. Do not curse or self-cursing or curse people, as the ghosts are roaming around. Once you, especially self-cursing, it could bring some, as I said, bad omens to it. Don't hang clothes outside during at night on this on this festival because, as they some might said, some lore said that when hanging clothes outside during night, the ghost will stay there, and then once you wear it, uh, something, as I said, bad omens. Do not start new business because it's for the ghost. So anything they said it's more on bad luck. He said that's how they started. Now, as they said here, we go back. It is a tradition where people worship the ancestors. This is for reminding the ancestors that uh, how how with the relationship of your ancestors, your grandparents. Thus, we remember them. Not only we remember the connections between those two, and then how you connect. Burning of incense is one. It's said to be giving giving respect. Josh Paper, as I said, is giving them some prosperity or food offering because they are here. They miss the food. That's how mostly that's how it's relate to our household in the past. Both lanterns, they said for them to soon to go to their they have the lantern, they have they have some clear light where they will head. Now we will go to the lores. Now there are two lores as I found. The lore of on Buddhism, it's called Olambana. Now here's the lore. A monk a- during a meditation, he realized that his mom's already deceased, suffering as he saw the soul of the suffering spirit, which is his mom. He noticed her mom became a small head with a thin throat and large body. He offered food, especially rice, to his mother. As his mother munched the rice, she munched it, her lips started to burn and was in pain. The monk was terrified. As she woke up from the meditation, she quickly seek for Buddha for advice. As the Buddha gave him advice, the called the Ulumbana offer this on the seventh month of the 15th day. Offer foods and all the daily needs. And now, after that, the monk his daily rituals and meditation. And then, when the 15th day of the seventh month arrived, monks gathered to do a ceremony, the Ulumbana, offering food. Upon that, the monk's mother already already don't feel the hunger. Now, also from that moment, the mother slowly goes up to the heavens. That's the lore on, on the Buddhism part. But on the Taoist or Taoism part, said that the gates of the underworld opens as the ghost goes out and to the plane world, to our world. Some will want to seek revenge, some just for visit. So, which is why the offering of foods outside, the burning of Josh paper, just to give them some relief. That's how the Taoist says on the lore. Now, discussion is on my experience of celebrating the Hungry Ghost Festival is mostly on the 1980s. But I did remember we did this. We mostly did an offering. We burned Josh papers. We make some boats. That was it was still when I was still a kid. Then sometimes we go. Then after that we continue it on November. But mostly once we always celebrate this. We cook food, offer to the food to the altar, to the ancestors. Uh, the sad part is that once going to the 90s, going mid 90s and year going uh, end of the 90s, we stopped celebrating this. Now I tried in my experience, I tried to do it on my own because there's no one to lead me and my family members. No one's leading me this. I tried my own to the point the especially the ancestors worship. There is a personal connection still to my ancestors, especially on the praying of the the Josh stick incense. As I pray to my ancestors, I do still feel the the energies of them still with me. That's how I feel. That's on a personal level. On the society level, yes, the items are still sold in Zamboanga City. Yes, it's still sold, but I think I do see in my perspective that still celebrate in a minimal occasion. It's not a it's not a major occasion because Philippines is mostly Chinese became more on the converted to Catholic. That's how I know. That's how history on the Philippines. And we will discuss more on this. The Philippines, Filipino Chinese became more on the Catholic. We'll discuss this more. Thus, this is why only few celebrated in Zamboanga City. That's how I see it. But take it a grain of salt because I haven't researched to the point of digging more. I know some who practice Buddhism, but didn't ask them. So if digging more to this, there will be a personal interview with them. Now the conclusion is that it is an ancestral worship which most of the still practice in in this era by Buddhism, Taoist practitioners. Some are just follow tradition like me. I just follow the tradition on my own. Some Chinese stopped practicing this tradition because the conversion and evolution of society. This tradition is all about remembering the ancestors. Also, meditation do work it well. The meditation, as I said, is once you once I burn the Josh stick and then I remember everything from my past. It will connect. It's like the connection of me and to my ancestors. They will give message. Personal that's my personal experience. Now that's the conclusion how I uh, encounter and my personal experience on Hungry Ghost Festival. There's other reference of what I gathered from that on this topic. And then for now, this is just an overview. Now, thank you. And just watch out for the future educational videos. Thank you and have a pleasant day.